ICC 2019 Men's World Cup semi-final number 1. I am Akhtar and you're watching Game On here on PTV Sports. Well, I've been rested and so have you and so have my panelists, and we are back with the action as the first semi-final goes down between New Zealand and India in Manchester at the Old Trafford. But how is it going to turn out? We're going to talk about that. Firstly, let's just say it has been a great ride all the way up to the semi-final. And it has been exciting, except for a few dead rubbers. It has been a very up and down kind of a tournament. A lot of question marks, a lot of criticism, a lot of great games, and a lot of dead ones. But here we are now, finally. We've got India clashing with New Zealand, and then, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it is Australia taking on England. That's a semi-final number 2. And then we're going to find out who is going to rule the world on the 14th of July. But let's talk about what we have at hand. India versus New Zealand, and it is going to be a very interesting clash. Now, in the group stages, their match was washed out. These teams did not play each other in the group stages. It was a 1-1 point situation for them. So this is going to be interesting to see them, how they go at each other. We're going to be talking about the squads, about the strategy, and about the possible outcome of the day because of weather. Yes, weather is going to be a spoiler today. The Manchester Old Trafford weather forecast says there are chances of rain, 40 to 50% throughout the day, sporadic showers, and whether that will affect the game or not, we will find out. However, in the event that the game is stopped or abandoned, we go into reserve day, which is tomorrow. And we will continue to see, find out who's going to go into the finals. So let me introduce my panelists to you. Our friends are back in the studio, back in the action. The Lord of Lords, the double centurion at Lords, former national team coach, our national team player, chief selector, and hero all round, Mr. Mohsin Khan. Good morning, Mohsin bhai. I love that tie, man. You're looking sharp and nice. Good stuff.
Thank you very much for having me. I can, mashallah, use the same words.
All right, thank you. Now, I know you do that as a formality.
No,
I do it.
you're looking sharp
Thank
as
you.
always.
I actually slept basically for.
Well, I think you very rightly said we had a wonderful rest because 36 consecutive days we did.
Absolutely.
And even Lance had to go back, but he was also working there, so we all were busy. And you are sharp. I must say one thing, in two things, look-wise. And talk-wise.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I get a compliment straight out of the back there. I've had a good, adventurous 2 days off. With me, ladies and gentlemen, the alpha male, the Zulu warrior, the one man who could change the game for his country, for his team, with the bat or the ball, all by himself, no matter who the opposition was. Mr. Lance Klusner. Lancey, welcome to the studio, man. Good to have you here.
Yes.
Looking sharp.
Yeah.
Good?
Big game.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
You're well rested?
Yes.
Lots of biryani and nihari over the off days? Yeah.
Too much.
Too
I'm
much?
glad we're working today.
Yes, we are. We could burn some calories by talking. Yes, that's how we're going to go about our business today. All right, thank you, Lancey. Good to have you here back into the studio with me, ladies and gentlemen. The recent father, the YouTube history maker in Pakistan, the legend himself, the fastest and the most feared fast bowler in the game of cricket, the man himself, the Rawalpindi Express, who expresses himself with all his heart, Mr. Shoaib Akhtar. Good morning, Shoaib.
Good morning, man.
Sharp,
Thanks.
man. I
Thanks,
see
man.
the pocket square is out, the tie is up. It is semi-final time here.
Yep.
It is. All right, before we get backing, let's talk about how these teams have fared in the semi-finals. Now, India ne janab ab tak jo hai, they played 6 semi-finals so far in the history of World Cups, and they have a 50% success rate. They have won 3 semi-finals and lost 3 semi-finals. Compared to that, New Zealand has played 7 semi-finals. They have won only 1 and lost 6, 14% chances. With that, let's get starting, Mohsin bhai. ये है इनके माजी की कहानी कुछ इस तरीके से है, तारीख कुछ ये कहती है कि वो 6 दफा खेले हैं सेमीफाइनल इंडिया वाले, 3 दफा जीते हैं, 3 दफा हारे हैं, और न्यूजीलैंड ने 7 दफा खेला है सेमीफाइनल, एक ज्यादा खेला इंडिया से, मगर सिर्फ 1 दफा जीते हैं वो सेमीफाइनल.
हाँ, देखिए इनकी हिस्ट्री तो रही है कि सेमीफाइनल तक ये कमाल की क्रिकेट खेल रहे होते हैं, लेकिन फिर एकदम से इवन ब्रेंडन मैकलम वाज द कैप्टन और ये ऐसे फ्लाई कर रहे थे फखर टिल द सेमीफाइनल के अनबीटेबल लग रहे थे जब वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा था, ख़ास तौर पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया न्यूजीलैंड में, और ये फाइनल में आके बिल्कुल इन्होंने नोज डाइव मार दी. अब इनकी टीम इतनी स्ट्रांग तो नहीं लग रही ऑन पेपर जितनी इंडिया की ऑन पेपर लग रही है, लेकिन इतना मैं जानता हूँ फ़खर कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया और न्यूजीलैंड, ऑस्ट्रेलिया नंबर 1 फाइटर्स और ये लोग भी नंबर 2, दे फाइट टिल द एंड, दे हैवंट गॉट टू मैनी स्टार्स, विलियमसन है, टेलर है, फिर इनके पास बॉलिंग अटैक है, पेस अटैक है, सेंटेनर इज़ वेरी गुड एज स्पिनर, तो इनके पास कॉम्बिनेशन है एंड आई थिंक दे विल पुट अप अ वेरी गुड फाइट। मैंने जैसे कहा था कि पिछले मैचेस में न्यूजीलैंड नज़र आई, सेमीफाइनल में एक डिफरेंट टीम नज़र आएगी, लॉकी फर्ग्यूसन भी आपको फिट नज़र आएंगे,
टांग में कोई दर्द नहीं होगा,
नहीं वो अब किया भी होगा, देखिए एवरीबडी अब ये डू और डाई, मतलब इट इज़ अ क्रंच पॉइंट कि मैच और इसके बाद अगला मैच इज़ फॉर द कप, सो इवन इफ समबडी इज़ हाफ फिट, that player is an important player. वो make sure करता है कि even by getting some treatment and everything, he should make himself available. So they will play with the best possible 11 and hard work is going to be 100% there. But India के लिए मैं कहूँगा कि on paper they look a much better team, a much composed team, और it will be, I think it should be a very very good match. With एक बारिश नहीं, सिर्फ एक बात कह दूँ, weather ने फिर पकड़ लिया हमको।
ये देख लें, आपकी स्क्रीन पे भी दिखा देते हैं टेलीविजन, ये हमारे पीछे भी नजर आ रहा है, स्टेडियम का शॉट आपके सामने आ जाता है। बादल, ये देख लीजिए, बादल हैं, दूर दूर मंडला रहे हैं बादल, लेकिन ये आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे, जूं जूं दिन गुजरेगा उसके साथ साथ बारिश के इम्कानात बढ़ते जाएंगे, क्योंकि ये बादल ग्राउंड की तरफ आना शुरू हो जाएंगे।
और नॉर्थ ऑफ इंग्लैंड में अगर ये ऐसा मौसम हो जाए तो इसको छटने में काफी टाइम लगता है, यानी कि यू नो दिस माइट बी अ डे के जहाँ जिस दिन बारिश बादल हैं, अगर बारिश नहीं भी हो रही तो ओवरकास्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो दैट कुड बी द डे। बट उम्मीद तो हम कर रहे थे अच्छा दिन निकलेगा, लेकिन बिकॉज बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट मैचेस हैं, तीनों मैचेस अब, तो लेट्स सी, ये तो अल्लाह के ऊपर है, उसकी मर्जी है, नेचर से तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन जहाँ तक एफर्ट है वो 100%, मैं 100% में बिलीव करता हूँ, मैं कभी 110 या 200 नहीं कहता, 100% इज गुड इनफ।
एब्सोल्युटली। सो मोहसिन भाई का कहना ये कि बेसिकली न्यूजीलैंड के पास मसाला पूरा है, मसाला पूरा है, अब उसकी हांडी चढ़ाने की देर है बुनियादी तौर पे। दैट्स यू नो दिस इज योर कोड बाय द वे, टीम के पास मसाला पूरा है, अब सिर्फ हांडी चढ़ाने की देर है। जुबैदा आपा के टोटकों के बाद मोहसिन भाई के मसाले जिंदाबाद, ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, आपको दिस इज गोइंग टू, वी गोइंग टू यूज दैट, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी रियली इंटरेस्टिंग, हाउ वी गोइंग टू वर्क दैट आउट, आई एम गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ ब्रांड आउट ऑफ इट फॉर यू। ठीक है ना। विद मी मिस्टर लैंस क्लूजनर। लैंसी, हाउ मच इज दिस ओवरकास्ट वेदर गोइंग टू हेल्प दोज रियली awesome swing bowlers from both New Zealand and India?
New Zealand conditions, just looking by the feed that we're getting,
New Zealand
looks just like somewhere in New Zealand. So I think New Zealand will be happy with that.
Right.
It's a fresh wicket, so that's a good thing. We've been moaning
finally
about.
They come up with a fresh wicket. Good.
So that's a good thing. And yeah, to answer your question, I think, you know, it might just help. I think New Zealand's strength are in their seamers, so that this might twist the arm into playing an extra seamer. They'll, needless to say, have a good look at the wicket. But I think just looking by these conditions, New Zealand will be happy with those conditions. They'll be, you know, it's fresh, it's coolish, and just like what you get from the land of the white cloud there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this should be fun. This should be good, interesting. You're right. This is going to be very familiar to the New Zealand players. That's how they've used to playing cricket. Shoaib, what are your overview right now for this semi-final? Because this has been a very strange journey for New Zealand. They started off with a lot of momentum, and then they just went kaput. They've not been able to score more than even 200 runs, right, on their last two matches. And of course, critics out there, social media out there, general public out there personally believes that there are other teams in this tournament that played better than New Zealand and should have had a spot in the semi-final, including Pakistan, but they're not there. So what is your take on that?
Well, they're not there.
Yes, they're not. Good point.
Very simple as the answer is.
Yeah.
I think when you play the semi-finals and the finals, it all depends on the luck of the captain. That's all.
Wow, yes.
That's all. It's the last 2 days belongs to the captain. And I always seen that the captains who actually tend to take the pressure better than other captains, or their luck or their winning streak, I think that does the miracle for them. By looking at the conditions, now I'm beginning to think other things now, which perhaps that could be the day that can don't want to say this, but I think India is in trouble.
Ooh, India is in trouble. Penta.
Penta could be a panta, or it could be an upset of the biggest upset of the tournament.
Wow.
But now I can see this match is happening still now. अगर ये 35 ओवर का मैच भी हो गया तो oh boy, that's going to be a problem.
Excitement.
It's going to be a problem. It's a lot of excitements out there.
Excitement.
All depends on Mr. Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
How does he pan up his innings? How does he bat through the first 10 overs, man? It's going to be very important. And then later part of the innings. I really think that India is going to be, it's a big task ahead for them. If they cross this hurdle, then it's going to be somehow, Lord's going to be a much better wicket to bat on and much better conditions that to bat on. But this condition looks very tricky to me right now.
Okay,
very tricky.
This looks very tricky to you. That's an interesting take. But you know what, Nance, would you not agree with me? India they just keep getting better and better. Now the last game that they played, and it was a double-header that day, and we left the studio. You saw that it was a difficult wicket. Everybody said this is a turning, and it's it's going to get really slow, and it's going to be very difficult to bat, and it's going to challenge the batsman and all that. And yet Rohit Sharma and Rahul just looked unstoppable. I mean, they batted on and on and on.
And those are the conditions that that the Indians will thrive on. They used to batting on low, slow turning wickets. So I think that's where they're dangerous. Is that they're happy to bat first on a good wicket.
Yeah.
But they're not really disadvantaged too much.
True.
Chasing on a low, slow wicket compared to the other teams in the competition.
Absolutely.
And that's where they're dangerous. Is that they've got 2 bites at the cherry.
Yeah.
And that's where I see them being a step ahead of a team like New Zealand, because if India wins the toss, bats first, puts 280 plus on the board, I don't think New Zealand would be able to cope with slower conditions.
Okay.
So I think India, whether they win the toss or not, it's not too much of a hindrance as it would be for maybe a team like New Zealand.
That kind of team. It doesn't matter they bat first or bowl first.
No.
They
that's the confidence they're playing with.
Yeah.
As Shoaib said, it's a semi-final. It's a new game. You can put all those stats on the table, but they don't count for anything.
Absolutely.
It's who pitches up on the day and who deals with the pressure of the day better.
Absolutely. So we're talking about the first semi-final, ladies and gentlemen.
एक बात इसमें ऐड कर दूं सिर्फ, अगर it's a seaming track, India has got superb medium fast bowlers, Bumrah, Bhumeshwar, Shami, ठीक है, and with Hardik in the backup. If it's a turning track, they have Chahal, they have Kuldeep, they've got a choice according to the pitch. तो इनके पास ये ज़बरदस्त बहुत चीज़ है, और न्यूजीलैंड के पास बड़ा अच्छा स्पिनर है, सेंटनर, only one. They've got good medium pace attack, but I think India has got the potential or the material within their team कि अगर seaming track है, तो according to that वो 11 खिला सकते हैं. अगर turning track है, तो इसके हिसाब से वो खिला सकते हैं. Batting इनकी नंबर 7 तक पक्की है, लंबी tail है, but they give the confidence to their team that these are the 7 batsmen, they have to do the job. So this is something very positive on their side.
So इसको अगर मैं आपकी तरीके से समराइज करूं तो इंडिया की टीम के पास भी मसाला पूरा है और देग भी बड़ी अच्छी चढ़ाते हैं.
मसाला तो बहुत जबरदस्त है और वर्ल्ड क्लास है.
वर्ल्ड क्लास
है. न्यूजीलैंड को वापस जो चीज लेके आ रहे हैं, अगर if India bats through, अगर if New Zealand winning the toss and batting first, let's just hypothetically say, if they're crossing 250 or something, just saying, the Indian batting will be exposed in this condition. Or if New Zealand putting India into bat, man, there's still a very tricky situation for India to negotiate with the seam. The seam bowling of New Zealand is very, very effective.
Yeah, it's a different Ferguson back.
अब देखो यार, फखर यहाँ से तो यहाँ सीमिंग कंडीशन लग रही है, विकेट है क्या हाल है, विकेट में चिट्टा नजर आ रहा है, चिट्टा नजर आ रहा है.
You know, it looked
look can be deceiving, huh? Look can be deceiving.
The center wicket, as you can see.
Yes, right. It's like a reddish brownish kind of a wicket. You know, square बहुत सूखा होगा. अब depending on all the captains, यहाँ पे तकरीबन they spent about a good month or so in England. They should have a better idea of rather to bat first or to second. They should have a better idea as a captain.
Yeah.
But this look is quite deceiving for a captain to winning the toss and
Absolutely.
elected to do I don't know what.
I know. And electing to I don't know what is the answer there. That is true. That is true. Anyway, we are talking about the first semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. India versus New Zealand. आज ये पहला semi-final है. लेकिन इससे पहले कि हम semi-final के बारे में मजीद गुफ्तगू करें, कुछ डेवलपमेंट्स हुई हैं लोकली पाकिस्तान की क्रिकेट के हवाले से भी. मोहसिन भाई, एक तो खबरें ये आ रही हैं कि एहसान मानी साहब की मिकी आर्थर के साथ बातचीत हुई है इंग्लैंड में ही और आईसीसी, और वो ये है कि गालिबन वो फ्लावर से भी बात कर रहे हैं कि उनको कोचिंग की पोजीशन में लाया जाए, और अगर वो एग्री ना किया तो 1 साल की एक्सटेंशन दी जा सकती है मिकी आर्थर को. कि इसके बारे में क्या आपकी क्या तासुरात हैं?
नहीं, मैं तो इतना मैं जानता हूँ कि जितनी मेरी इंटरेक्शन हुई है एहसान मानी साहब से, ही इज़ अ वेरी वेरी डिसेंट पर्सन, वेरी सॉलिड, मतलब ए कंपोज पर्सन. आई मीन ही इज़ नॉट अ पर्सन हु विल मेक हेस्टी डिसीजन ऐसा कुछ करके. तो जो कुछ भी डिसीजन लेंगे आई थिंक वो सोच समझ के लेंगे, और डिसीजन वो लेंगे. फिर हमारा पेट्रन, हमारा इमरान खान, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्रिकेटर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, ही इज़ देयर. तो आई थिंक जो भी डिसीजन वो लेंगे आई थिंक वो सोच समझ के और बहुत सही डिसीजन लेंगे. और फ़कत मैं ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग ज़रूरत है सही डिसीजन लेने की, इसलिए हम इससे बहुत बेहतर क्रिकेट खेल सकते हैं जो अभी तक हम खेल रहे हैं.
Okay, so and the other development that has happened, Shoaib, is that there is अब ये मुझे नहीं पता कि किस हद तक है, बट ये 2-3 जर्नलिस्ट जो हमारी स्पोर्ट्स के जर्नलिस्ट हैं उधर से भी ये बात आ रही है, मुख्तलिफ सोर्सेज से ये बात आ रही है कि मोहम्मद हफीज़ जो हैं उनको शायद कंसिडर किया जाए कप्तानी के लिए, सरफराज को रिप्लेस करने के लिए. हालांकि हमने जो गुफ्तगू अभी तक की है उसमें हमने उस दिन भी हम ये कह रहे थे कि कोई ज़्यादा बड़ा इनको चार प्रचार नहीं करना चाहिए, अभी इसको T20 के वर्ल्ड कप तक जो है चीज़ों को लेकर जाना चाहिए.
I think there are many people who wants to be a captain of this team, not only Hafiz.
Okay.
And it all depends the wisdom of the PCB. It all depends the vision of the PCB that actually what they are looking at. And I tell you right now, with my experience with Imran Bhai, I've known him for our Prime Minister for 24 years. It's a long time that I've known him for. He is not very happy about the character of the team.
Yeah, he is not.
He doesn't want to see the scared people playing cricket out there.
I know.
Let me tell you, let me assure you very quickly. Very quickly, let me tell you one more thing, that he wants to revamp it and he wants to keep in a very close eye. Though he has, his hands are full with the 1,000 other problems of the country.
Yeah.
But this is one of them that is looking at it and very closely. You know, he watches this program. He watches cricket. You know, he keeps a close eye. And उनको डिसीव करना बहुत मुश्किल काम है.
इमरान भाई
को डिसीव करना बहुत मुश्किल काम है. ये नहीं कि उनको अगर आप कोई फील्डिंग में चोरी कर रहा हो या कोई पानी में कर रहा हो या 19-20 कर रहा हो, उनको उनसे छुपाना चीजें. I know him personally.
Yeah.
So उनसे छुपाना चीजें मुश्किल काम है. I am sure he'll give a great input in terms of who is becoming a captain.
Yeah.
Or is going to give an input. Not decision, input.
Yeah, input. What he thinks, true.
What he thinks as a cricketer, not as a prime minister, as a cricketer, that he will make sure that they'll make a right decision. And a PCB this time around will not make a hasty decision on their own. Let me tell you this much: if they do that, azab un pe utrega.
Yeah, I know.
So this time around, I think the prime minister is very serious and very, very concerned about the performances of the captain, and he wants to get things right. And I really think that, it is about time to bring the rightful people for the right jobs.
Yeah.
And those people has the wisdom and the vision. Yes. It is very important, Fakhar, that you go along with the smartest people and those who understand the modern days of cricket.
Yeah.
And I think it is very important that you got to set your vision, you got to set your target, you're going to achieve the target. If you don't, hey, we're going to ask you, we're going to hold you responsible. I'm going to hold you responsible. We're going to hold you responsible if we've given us a target. The target needs to be spoken about before you're taking up the job.
Absolutely.
ये नहीं होगा कि हमने इंशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह कोशिश की थी तो ये नहीं हुआ. Targets देंगे,
actually
achieve them and then you're answerable for that.
ऐसे
That's how your accountability starts, by giving the targets and achieving the targets.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to start the
quantifiable targets should be there.
Yes.
Talking about quantifying things,
Yes.
numbers and statistics and all of those things. Lance, do you know that the Pakistan under-19 beat the South African under-19 7-0?
No,
they just
really?
ended the tour.
Really? That's
Can
interesting.
Lancy, can I ask one question? Is that the Naseem Shah guy as a fast bowler is playing up there?
Yes, I discovered him in Lahore. I was doing a show called Cricket Superstar, which was my own production. It was a talent hunt program. It had Danny Morrison, Damien Martin, Sir Andy Roberts, and John Rhodes in it. And we found this kid he was 15 at the time. He was young.
God.
And the first ball he quick. Quick. This is how I'm looking at the nets. I'm looking at the batsman. Actually, all of us are looking at the batsman. And we give this ball to the kid. He just runs in, and we look, and then something goes by. Everybody into the net, and we're like, what? And we look around, and there's this thin little kid standing there. His name is Naseem Shah, who had the longest run-up. And Andy Roberts used to say, give this kid to me. Send him to West Indies with me. I will send you, Pakistan, the greatest fast bowling gift that you've ever received.
Wow.
So that's what he used to say.
And he performed well, did he?
He performed very well. He's also, by the way, on the bench of Quetta Gladiators now. So
he was on the bench.
Yeah, he was on the bench. He was. They were grooming him, but he had a back problem. Yeah. But then his, they went through his back thing and everything, and then toured with the under-19. So I'm very happy and very proud.
Yeah,
that,
very wonderful story.
we found him.
Moving on.
As I've always said, we are very fortunate that this country is full of talent.
Yeah.
We have to look for the right person.
Absolutely.
Right person for the right place, as Shoaib was talking about, and both in playing side and both the management side. I think that will, our talent, I mean, this country is so blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
On dead wickets we produce tremendous fast
Absolutely. Our under-19 goes to South Africa and defeats them 7-0.
7-0?
Yes, whitewash. Greenwash, actually.
As our friend Rashid was saying, it's just bad luck.
It was just bad luck. But I got to hand it to you. South Africa played a great game against Australia, and all of a sudden we saw that South Africa that was missing throughout this World Cup. So I think it was a good exit on a high. I think Faf du Plessis would be happy, the boys, and I think people back home in South Africa should be proud of that performance.
Yeah, I think it shouldn't detract from what needs to be done.
Yes.
It's easy to cover it over with a good win, but
Absolutely.
In saying that, the problems have been there for a while. Sri Lanka came there and beat us in a test series 2-0 8-9 months ago.
Yeah.
So the writing has been on the wall for a little while.
Yeah.
So yes, as a nation we're always to beat Australia, but at the same time I don't think it should detract in any way.
Yeah, absolutely not.
For the South Africans having a good look at themselves. Just a few tweaks here and there, but World Cups often produce that opportunity to do that.
They do, absolutely. All right, folks, it is time to talk about all those people, all those brands that have made it possible for us to bring you the 2019 ICC Men's World Cup, and we'd like to thank all of them. But straightway, let me just start with this, that yes, you can all win. The Telenor has this thing going on right now. It's a special promotion with us on Game On है for the Men's World Cup, and that is we ask you a question here. टेलीनॉर की तरफ से हम आपसे सवाल पूछते हैं, आप उसका जवाब देते हैं. जवाब देने के लिए आपको टेलीनॉर के फेसबुक पेज पे जाना होता है, facebook.com/telenor/pk पे आप जवाब देते हैं, और सही जवाब देने वाले को विनर्स जो है हम उनमें चूज करते हैं, और विनर्स को मिलता है इन्फिनिटी का i5 स्मार्टफोन. ये वाला स्मार्टफोन टेलीनॉर की तरफ से है. पिछला जो सवाल आपसे पूछा गया था कि सबसे ज्यादा ओडीआई रन किसने बनाए, उसका जवाब ऑफ कोर्स कि पाकिस्तान ने किस रन से डिफीट फाइनल जो जीता था, तो उसका जवाब 22 रन है, और जवाब सही दिया है जो जीते लोग. बहुत सारे लोगों ने सही जवाब दिया, लेकिन विनर्स आर फरहान मलिक लाहौर से और ज़ुएब आरिफ सियालकोट से. आप दोनों को इन्फिनिटी i5 बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. जनाब फरहान मलिक लाहौर से, ज़ुएब आरिफ